Alright, hi guys, I'm Ryan, I'm in your class, and I'm going to show you how to successfully be a little more successful with planting your plants in the spring, and it's going to be in parts. So I'm going to start off with an intro, hi, here we go, and then we're going to break off and show you different steps. So as with any how-to video, I've been told before that part of the process is acquiring the materials that you need. And of course, any plant you want to grow, you're going to need soil, you're going to need sunlight, you're going to need water, you're going to need something to put the plant in. The part that I'm going to show you guys is going to be the germination process for if you, instead of going outside and sprinkling the seeds in the ground, you can actually sprout a taproot inside before you hope your plants will sprout. You can kind of put a better percentage that they'll be successful. So some of the required materials would be a pot for soil, some seeds. In this case, I'm going to use some flower seed I planted last summer. They're amazing. This came from the plant. It self seeds. It's an auto. And then so you're gonna need a plate like this one, and preferably some paper towels. I'm poor, so I just have Panda Express napkins. Again, so you have your pot, soil. You want a spray bottle also, and some water. So that's it for the materials, and then the next part I will get into how to germinate the seed. All right, so to germinate the seed, you have a ceramic, whatever, glass plate, whatever you want. You have a seed, and you have your paper towels. So step one is going to be, I'm going to put this down here. This is going to be where I'm working. So I'm going to have my plate down here. Got my water bottle. And what you do is, because the seed is larger, that's why I suggested paper towels. This is kind of a larger size seed. I'm going to put 2 pieces of napkin down on the plate, and then put the seed down on the plate so it's in the center, and then on top of that I'm going to put 2 more napkins again because I do not have paper towels. And what you do looks like this. Then you can use your spray bottle for now, or you can use a tap, whatever. And you want to basically, you can either pour or spray the napkin until it's completely soaked. And again, paper towels will soak up better, but the napkins work just fine. And you want it soaked. Like this is not really as soaked as I would like it to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top off of this and just soak the plate, like drench it. Now I have a little bit of water running on the top. I don't know if you guys can see that, kind of. So you can leave it, and what you're going to do with this is put it in a dark, dry spot for 2 to 3 days, but keep an eye on the water level. You want your napkin or your paper towel to stay wet the whole time, because it gives it both air and water, so it allows it to germinate. So I'm going to go put this into a shelf for 2 to 3 days, and keeping an eye on it and keeping my water bottle close, and whenever it dries out, make sure to try to catch it before it dries out and put water on it. Eventually you will get a small taproot sticking out, and I will get a picture of that because I don't have anything germinating right now. But yeah, that'll be the next part, and then we'll do some transferring. Okay, so here's the magic, right? It's been 2 or 3 days, and boom! This is what's sticking out in the middle. Taproot came out of nowhere. So you have this piece, and you're going to leave it on the paper towel until you're ready to transfer it into the soil. Again, wait for this taproot. Then, I'm sure a lot of you guys are. This method is used for many different practices, so don't judge. You have your soil in your container. This is also important too, because flowers like dragons, snapdragons, and some other flowers, you need to start them inside. And so this is how I kind of start my indoor plants. And I'll fill the container to about, I don't know, one finger knuckle deep from the top. So there's plenty of room to grow down and build that nice root ball that the plants like to build. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. Now, pack it down. It's nice and packed down. Little bit, almost half, a little bit more than one knuckle, but not a whole lot more. You don't want it too deep. Because once you're done with that, you're going to take your water, and it sucks because it's wintertime and I'm doing all this inside. But you're going to take your container and soak it with water. I don't know if I'm actually going to soak it all the way because I am indoors and I'm not actually planting what I'm showing you guys, but you're going to soak this completely through and let the water drain all the way through until it's soaked. Then, again, because I did not drench it completely, you're going to take one knuckle deep of preferably your pinky, and you're going to stick it in the soil so that you just get a nice small hole in the center. Okay. After that, you take your plate. I forgot I was using the plate. And you take your newly fresh germinated seed, and you make sure the taproot that is grown down goes down into the downward portion of part of the hole you just made. If you put the taproot up like this in the hole, it's not going to grow. It's because it's gonna push up. The taproot pushes down. You're going to drop the seed in the center. You can cover it, but after you cover it, you've got to top off the rest of your soil to cover the top of the container. Press again. And once you've pressed again, you're going to soak one more time. Again, I'm not going to soak because I would like to use the soil another time. After that, you're going to take a break. I'm going to stop the video and we're going to let that sink in. Weird. Okay, we are back and we still have our little pot. Everything is done. You can put your materials away. You can throw the paper towels away. The dish, or don't throw the dish away. Keep the dish, unless you're gonna want it for dinner or something. This is where you need your spray bottle, and you're gonna place this outside or somewhere warm that has sunlight, direct sunlight, to where you can make sure it stays nice and warm and cozy. And you're gonna use this water bottle for the first, week or so. And just make sure it doesn't dry out. You don't have to soak it, but you just give it a couple sprays every few days. And after about a week, 5-7 days or so, you should have a little sprout sticking out. And after that, you can take this and transfer it into a bigger pot, which would be a whole nother how-to video. Maybe I'll do that someday. Until then, you choose the size of your pot carefully if you do not want to transfer it. Some plants do better if you don't transfer them. Most actually do better if you don't transfer them. I like to transfer them because I make sure that whatever I'm planting is going to grow. I like to see the taproot sticking out, and I like to know that it's down. And if anything breaks, if the taproot breaks, the plant is not going to live. You could do this as an alternative to, instead of just throwing the seeds outside randomly and hoping they grow. This is, I think it's a more efficient way of making sure that your plants that you're spending money on actually produce a yield, and you get some fruits and veggies out of it. It's expensive to grow, it's expensive to maintain, and it's an art. And so yeah, this is my how-to video on how to germinate from seed and pot into a plant, a container, and have a better idea of how your plant and your product is going to be towards the beginning of spring and middle of summer. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope you try it out. It's pretty cool. And yeah, thanks again. We'll see you guys in class.